Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come out here and join us. We do this every year, but since the past 2 years we've been dealing with a pandemic, of course, we couldn't be here. So it's been a while since we've stood up here. And I just want to thank everyone for taking the time out of the day. I want to thank the students for their continued dedication and commitment to express themselves in their artworks and to voice their opinions on certain issues and to always show up, right? Because that's really what matters by the end of the day, to show up. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room tonight. We're all going through a war. And no, I'm not talking about the war on the outside. The war I'm talking about is here in the inside. Every one of us is going through issues or has dealt with many issues and many challenges in our life. And that's what makes us, us. But how can we overcome these challenges? Well, we show up to events like this, we try to push through, we try to look for advice. But what is it that really makes us overcome and push through all these obstacles in our day-to-day life? A couple of weeks ago, I was asked a question by someone, and she asked me, "Hey Claudia, are you happy?" What's surprising was that I was not asked such an ambiguous question, but what was really surprising was that I couldn't find an answer. I pondered and repeated that question over and over in my head. Am I happy? Well, what makes me happy? What is happiness? And after a long time pondering all these philosophical questions and having a whole crisis within myself, I finally said, I don't know. Well, what is the definition of happiness? What does it mean to even be happy? In such a world where there's ever-growing change, where we're faced with so many different distractions, where there's so many different issues that we have to face, so much pressure that we have to go through. Now, tonight I stand here and I want to ask everyone the same question. Are you happy? And of course, you might think about all the good memories that you've had in your life, the little short-lived moments of happiness that we've been through, trying really good food, or waiting in line and finally having your name called up, going to a new place and having a really great time, spending all these great memories with the person that you love the most, or a family that you love the most. But I'm not talking about that short-lived happiness. The happiness I'm talking about is long-term. The happiness where you go home by the end of the day and you go to bed telling yourself, you know what, I'm happy. I'm satisfied with my life. Many of us may not feel that right now. And although I can't tell you when you might be able to feel that, I can say it's possible. And it's going to happen. I want everyone to understand what it means to be yourself in this world where we're faced with so much distraction. No wonder people say that our generation is so soft, so sensitive. Well, look around. Look at the things that we have to deal with. Look at the pressure that we're faced with every single day, the expectations that are put upon us, and the different questions that we always have to ask ourselves. Oh, how can I get my grade up? Oh, how can I stand out? How can I be popular? How can I look good, right? But I want everyone to try to think about something that you can do for yourself. Don't go to the gym thinking, you know what, I want to look good so I can look fit and nice. But go to the gym thinking, hey, I want to do this for me. I want to look good and feel good for myself. I want all of you to try to look for things that you can do for yourself. Not to make your parents proud, not to make your teachers proud, but to make yourself proud. Try to study for that one exam and get your GPA up because you want to be proud of yourself, not because your mom said so. And it's very common for us to think that way. But again, I want you all to think about what we're really dealing with here, and the war that we're dealing with, the mental health crisis that we always face every single day. And this relates to all the types of violence and war that's happening around the world. Right now, a lot of Ukrainian refugees are going through another mental health crisis. They're facing death, they're grieving, and yet they don't even have the time to grieve because they need to run, they need to escape, they need to find their next home. Imagine you were in that position. What would you do? Would you say, hey, I give up? Or would you keep going? And with that, I hope that everyone will enjoy the rest of the event tonight. And I wish you all good luck to finding your own definition of happiness. Thank you.